answer some questions. Um, I do sales. Sorry about that. I do sales PTOs and pumps for life, for living. I've been doing it for life. But I had um, five more common questions that we do ask to our customers to provide them with the right PTO. So the first question we ask is, what is the transmission? What transmission do you have? You should have that with you. So you probably already know this one, but when you go to order a PTO, you just have to provide the transmission number. It's on full, RTL, RTO, FRO, FR, FS, um, Allison transmission, 4500, 3500, 2000, different transmissions, different brands. So if you're gonna order PTO, bring the brand and the model. Um, Probably with the Allison, you might gonna have the serial number. Uh, we still are able to find the PTO number with the serial number. Another one, second question is gonna be if it's on the passenger side or driver's side. Also, there are options to mount it on the bottom, mount it on top of the transmission, as well on the back of the transmission close to the drive shaft. If you have the I-shift model, Volvo or Mac, um, you might be available to mount your PTO on the back. But yeah, definitely let us know if you're gonna mount it on the driver's side, on the passenger side, on the bottom. Usually, most common is on the driver's side, because on the passenger side you usually have the muffler. But every truck, every application is different. Some trucks have very you know different options that you can order with the transmission. The cooler, or here and there the chassis might be too narrow, so there is no room between the transmission and the chassis, so you have to mount it on the bottom, or you have to mount the PTO on the top. So yeah, let us know, figure it out if you have room on the driver's side, passenger side, so we can help you better. The third question is gonna be if it's a direct mount or remote mount. Direct mount, it means that you're gonna mount the pump directly to the PTO. You have room enough where the PTO and pump will be mounted together, so you don't have clearance issues. The pump is not hitting the transmission or the frame, so you can mount it both together. That is direct mount. Remote mount is when you have no other option to remove the pump and get it behind the transmission. There is no room between the transmission and the chassis for you to place pump, direct mount pump. So you're gonna use a drive shaft. In this case, you're gonna use PTO. They're gonna have key shaft for you to install a drive shaft to it. So that way you can bring your pump into all the way to the back of the transmission, whereas you had to mount the pump obviously with a bracket. But the pump's gonna have to be ordered as well with a key shaft, so you can get a dry line. Obviously there is options that you can have dry line with a 7/8/13 spline, 1 inch 14 tooth spline and all that, but most common is 1.25 inch key shaft. The fourth one is, what is the ratio, what is the speed that you want your PTO to turn. All that has to do with the size of the pump. what is the displacement, how many gallons per minute a 700 RPM idle or whatever you're gonna be using the PTO. So there are multiple options for your PTO ratio, how fast your PTO gonna rotate in the same transmission. So you can have PTO that rotates 60% of your idle or 60% of the engine speed. So let's say that you had your truck working at 1,000 RPM. Well, you're gonna, if you place a 60% ratio PTO, your PTO gonna rotate at 600 RPM. You have to have that in consideration when you mount the pump, because your pump is gonna mount into this slow PTO and it's gonna rotate slower than what it's supposed to, and obviously you're gonna have less gallons per minute. So you need to have the proper ratio. Usually in a dump trucks, you usually can get away with 100% ratio if you have dump pump C series or G series. It depends on the body, but you will be able to get the right ratio just asking the right question. Also, you need to know what pump you have, what is the displacement, how many gallons per minute, how many PSI, mostly how many gallons per minute you're gonna need on your application. Another question is, what is the PSI in the system? The reason why you need to know that is because if you have up to 2,500 PSI, you can get away with up to 150, 165 ratio light duty PTO. The faster the PTO rotate, the less horsepower you have. So if you need a fast PTO on a high PSI system, you're gonna have to get the heavy duty PTO. So if you're gonna be above 2,800, 3,000 PSI, I will recommend you to look for a heavy duty PTO. And if you have any other question, let me know. Make a comment, questions. I will answer all the questions you have. Just let you know more videos are coming. Please subscribe so that way you can get on my channel and you can start pay attention on all the videos that we're gonna post to make sure that you guys are set to work in hydraulics and have the right parts and get it done the first time and get it done right. Let me know if you have questions. Get on my channel and you see all the videos that we have about mobile hydraulics. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. You have a good day.